Hello everybody and welcome to the longest and most painful on my vocal cords video of all time. Yes, this is finally the video where we build the dream house. I do just want to let you know, I'm complete shit at building the Sims 4. So this took me about 4 days, which is why I haven't uploaded. And I've sped all the clips up by 8 times, because otherwise we would have been sat here for about 8 days. And I'm going to obviously be doing a voiceover over the top, just describing you what was going through my mind and what I wanted to try and build with each different room in the house. With here, it was literally just like the downstairs, but this was just the layout of the first floor of the house. Pretty basic. But what I did know coming into the build is that I wanted at the back of the house to have the kitchen and the dining room, so you could kind of look out onto the garden bit with it, because I just thought that would look nice. And then I was just trying to light it up here. I did take me quite a while to find all of the lights and stuff that I wanted to put in here, because what I didn't realise, and what I should have realised, is that lighting up every single one of these massive rooms was not only very expensive, but also incredibly hard, because I just couldn't find lights that looked good enough in such massive amounts to light up all the rooms. Here I was kind of going through the motions, finding out what I wanted to do for the kitchen bit. I didn't, because this room was so big, I wanted to have a kitchen and dining room place, but I didn't know where to put everything. That was kind of what I was going through my mind. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I went for these basic lights, and then I went for these weird wall lights that came with the city pack. I didn't really like either of them, but then I found these weird kind of train track looking lights. I don't know what they are, but I thought they look quite nice, so I decided I think in the end to light up the entire room with those lights. So then here I'm looking for stuff to put on the wall. Those paintings were massive, and you can change the wall height and stuff like that. I didn't quite know what I wanted to do there, but I did know that I want this house to be really nicely decorated, paintings and stuff on the wall, stuff like that. So that's the kind of thing I was going for, and I really liked those paintings, but I didn't want them there. So I'm still trying to light it up. I want those wall lights again, I don't know why, and I'm still trying to reposition everything. It looks slightly better now that the light's going in, but I still wasn't really sure if I liked the layout of it. I mean, I went kind of for it, trying to match all the colours, but I don't know, to me it looked a little bit off, and those wall lights weren't really hitting for me. But I did actually get decently far on this kitchen style before I kind of decided, no, I don't want that. And then here is this thing where I lighted up the whole room with those lights. I did quite like them with the whole vibe of the room. But as you can see here, this was the final decision that I went for. I did like that corner kitchen, but I don't know, it just didn't really hit for me. So I went for all of the kitchen across the back row, and then a big, like, what's the name called? Kitchen island thing in the middle. So here you can see me putting in the sink and the cooker, all the average stuff you need for a kitchen. Just putting in the counters and stuff. Then I moved it to one side because my OCD was tripping, because there was a little bit of room between the counter and the wall, and it was pissing me off. So I made this little kitchen island thing, made sure it rotated all around so it looked nice. Obviously you have to get a microwave in your kitchen. It's a staple. We didn't really use it much in the current house, but maybe we'll use it more here, I don't know. Put these bar stools so people can sit at the kitchen island and eat if they want to. So yeah. So yeah, then we moved on to this kind of area here, with the bar, because I thought, I don't know, having a bar would be pretty cool. And I decided to put, like, the bar stools over there, but then it felt weird having a kitchen island, because what's the point if you can't sit there? Put some cabinets in. I actually really like the look of this kitchen right now, and I decided to maybe put some windows in, but then I realised it just was too open and I didn't really like it. So we put in these kind of big windows here, put 3 on each side. I quite like the look of it. And then we got a door in the middle there, but it didn't really work. I spent so long trying to get this door to work. I cannot explain to you how annoying it was. I tried to put a door everywhere, and I can only put doors in certain places. It was really weird. It took me a long time to get it to work. Like, you could see me just spamming at this point, just trying to get it to work. And then I realised I had to move it a little bit and stretch it and stuff, just so I could put the door in. It did mean the lights looked a little bit off, but I'm pretty sure I fixed it later, so it wasn't too much of a deal. We got the doors in, straightened up the windows, and I thought this was looking pretty good for a kitchen. I was really liking the look of it. I tried to do this weird little walkway thing. I don't know what I was trying to do here. I was trying to make a passage between the kitchen and the dining room look a bit more natural. I decided to go for just one wall, and I got this little archway thing in. I think that looks really good. I don't know why I deleted it there, because I literally did the exact same thing. Yeah, no, I think this looks really good. I was really happy with this, but I had to make sure it matched with both sides, so I made sure I decorated it and did all of that stuff. Just so that because one thing I really wanted to go for this is like a house for wealthy people, you know, like at this point, at the moment, we're kind of like, we're decently well off, but we're not like super rich. When we eventually move into this house, I want there to be like, oh yeah, this is like the dream house, pretty much the best house you can get. We come with this. And I wanted to have a good feeling, so I wanted the house to feel really quite open and quite like I don't know, spacious. So having this like archway with the walls nicely decorated, I think it looked really good. Got some bowl of fruit, and this is the eventual lighting situation as well. I think I really like the look of this kitchen. It's probably not necessarily the thing I put the most thought into, but certainly the thing that I was some of the most proud of. I really like the way this kitchen looked. I like the style. Yeah, I was a fan of this. So we're just finishing touches here, but I decided to just put some bar stools there anyway, because it would have annoyed me. And there we're looking for some other objects to put on the top. I wasn't a big fan of any of them, honestly. But I did find some nice potted plants to put in. It's not eventually. I think it actually, is it those? I can't remember. I think it might be. We have that kitchen hob thing. And over here, I thought about putting a cupcake factory in, because it would have been cool. Then I realised, nah, there's not really much point. So I just put some nice pictures on the wall, and I actually think it ended up looking really good. So now we move on to the dining room. Well, should I say dining hall? I mean, look at the bloody size of it; it's huge. So I go for this little glass table to keep in with like the sleek modern look that I'm going for. I thought these chairs looked decent. I was a bit skeptical about them at first. Like after I put them down, I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I like that. But it turns out I quite liked it, you know. And I still stand by it. I think these chairs are kind of weird, but they're good. I still decided to change them anyway, just because these were like, I don't know, they fitted better in my opinion. But I might use those chairs in another build in some form of the future. So I decided to move the bar, by the way, into this room, because, I don't know, I just thought it fitted better. And I like all these lights around the wall. I kind of liked it, because it gave the room kind of a grand feeling, if you will. Got some cabinets on the wall, some nice pictures. Yeah, I quite liked this, you know. I thought it was decent. And yeah, so this is the dining hall. I thought it looks pretty good. Just because it had that grand feeling whilst keeping like the modern sleek look that I was going for with most things. So I've put some pans on the wall, and I do like those like collection of pictures. I think they look really good. Just moving the bar around now, finding some more paintings to go on the wall, and adding a bit more grandeur to the whole situation. And I thought it ended up looking really good. So now we move on here, and I was deciding what to do with a couple of, I was deciding what to do with a couple of these rooms, and then I ran into the door situation again, which was really annoying. I did manage to find a way around it eventually, but it took me so long, and it was so annoying. I actually thought I'd have to change the whole build for it to work, but it ended up going pretty decently. I just had to move the rooms, move a couple of things around, but it ended up working quite well. As you can see, I literally took out the entire fucking wall, which I actually think it ended up being a very good idea. I definitely liked it, because again, it added to that even more spacious feeling that I got from the little artery thing. So here I just added the front door. I wasn't really sure how to make this. As I say, the inside took a lot of work, and by the time I actually got to the outside, which we'll see later, I had no idea how to do it. I don't know how you make a good outside of a building. It was very confusing. So the outside kind of looks kind of bad, I'm not going to lie. It just looks like a giant regular house, but nothing you can really do. But the inside was definitely something that took me a lot of work, and I was just going for an entryway here to try and make it feel a bit more special, if you will. I found that you could like lower and raise the platform of the floors, because I thought it was quite weird. So that's what I tried to do here, to make sort of like a, I don't know, a hub area, so that you could choose which stairs you went up to reach certain places. I don't know what I was trying to do here, but I eventually just bottled it, because I got to here, tried to build some stairs, thought it might work, and it just didn't. But I tried my best to make this work, because I think it would have been really cool. But in the end, I went for more of a simple entryway. Yeah, so in here, I decided to split it up again. into a different place. But I managed to get an archway in there this time, which I think looks fine. And yeah, and then over here, so as you can see, I'll split it up. I've got the stairs in for the second floor. I think these modern look stairs actually looked quite nice. And up here we are building my favourite room in the whole place. This is like the what's it called, man cave, whatever it's called. I couldn't, again, this is probably the room I struggled to light the most, and that sounds stupid, but it took me so many iterations of lighting to get this to work. As you can see, I went through this weird phase where I decided to just do little dot lights on the ceiling, just loads of them, just spam them. That was quite interesting. Look at that. I don't know what I was thinking there. And then I actually thought it would work, and I decided to start furnishing, and then I came to my senses in a couple of minutes. I don't know what I was thinking there. There's a karaoke machine. I thought I'd try and get an indoor basketball hoop, but then I was like, no, that looks stupid. So I took all the lights away, and then I think this next one is this is what I ended up doing for the lighting situation. I think it looks really good, and it kind of added to the more homely feeling. We've got a side basketball hoop on there, which I haven't looked pretty decent, I guess. And then I got a half court thing, which I eventually changed because that was too much space to take up. So yeah, and then over here we get a ping pong table. I think we end up having, well, you'll see. So there are ping pong tables there, and I try and lower the platform again. I don't know why that's a thing. It's still confusing me to this day. But yeah, so we have I try and move the basketball hoop over so I can fit like a TV and like a seating area in to watch all the sports games and stuff. And it kind of works. I mean, as you can see, this little seating area actually ends up being pretty cool. I don't think I end up going for the sofa because it doesn't really fit in. I just go for a bunch of these chairs, and then I go for a couple of mini fridges to keep the beer, or I suppose juice is what it was actually called in this game, to keep that in. And I flick through these like indoor things, trying to find something that's good, and I find these like gaming console things. So I put these on a little kind of counter underneath the TV. So yeah, they go there, and I get this little Alexa kind of thing. And then I get this weird bubble machine. I can't lie, I don't know what it actually is, but whatever. So that goes there, and then I'm done with that area for a bit. I do come back and change it. Oh no, I changed it now. Oh, I'm very smart. This is the bit where I build my favourite room in the whole house. This is the bit where I build, as you can probably guess already, a full-sized indoor basketball court on The Sims 4. Have a look at this. I think this is really cool. So I build a basketball court, put two things at the end, and then I literally just go into rooms and I just build a wall around it. So at this point, then I get the regular like gabled roof on top of it, I think. I move it to the side so that you can get in it from the front. I put the gabled roof on top. I think I do like a brick kind of feeling for it. I cover it in brick. I go for this little thing so you can see inside it, and then I realise the floor looks nothing like a basketball floor, but for now I literally just cover it in like all of these jerseys. I think it's technical map in the game. It's like the most awesome player or something, but they're in the colours of all the best basketball players of all time. So I covered the wall in those, and I put some lights underneath it and on top of it to like shine it. You know how people do with like art collections? I think I did a similar thing. I tried to light up here. I think I went decently, but that's not what I ended up going for. So as you can see, I'm lighting up all of the jerseys, look, just like that. I take out that end light and then I cover it in dot lights. I don't know why I did this, but I think it actually ended up looking pretty good. And it ended up being lighted quite nicely. So I go back in here because I have a full-size court outside. I just do like the top of the key thing in there. And I think it ended up looking really good. And I finished off the man cave by putting in these like virtual reality things. So now we have the basketball hoop, we've got the man cave, the kitchen, and the dining room. I start working on the living room and the bathroom, like the downstairs one. So in here, I do the living room. I go for like a fireplace because I like fireplaces in living rooms. Then I try and decide what's going to go on top of it. I can't really decide, I can't lie. But I go for a big flat screen TV, of course. Then I go for these egg corner lights because I think they make the living room look really nice and kind of warm. So I put these two sofas in the middle. I think I might... Do I decide out of it? I don't know. I actually quite like the look of that. No, I don't think I do. So yeah, that's quite nice. I put some more lights in to just give the room some light. And then for the walls, I go for this kind of like wood kind of thing. I think it looks nice. And I get this weird looking coffee table thing, but it's quite cool. I get some speakers for the living room, and I'm pretty sure someone's done. This one didn't take me much time. I got that nice carpet. I think it actually looks really nice. You know, it's one of the more simple rooms in the house, but it also came to me quite naturally. I think it looks really good. Got some potted plants for the sides as well. Got some end tables and puts a couple of windows in here. And then we got an aquarium because I just don't fish look cool. And we got a chess table to finish off the room so that you can have a nice game of chess. If you and your sim want to. So yeah, there we go. I couldn't find any chairs that actually worked here. I thought that was really weird. You can only get certain chairs that work on the chess table. I don't know why. And then I start working on the downstairs bathroom, which actually I don't know in the end if I prefer it to the upstairs one. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I don't know. So I go for this like with the city living pack, which is the one that I just got. You can actually get a talking toilet, which I think is really cool. So downstairs we go for a pretty regular bathroom, just it's got a talking toilet. But I actually think the bathroom ends up looking quite nice. Again, yeah, I go for quite a simple look for this downstairs bathroom. But I do put some like big mirrors in and stuff, so you can practice your charisma skill, or just so you can look at yourself. Because you know everyone likes looking at themselves. I try and make this entry look a bit more special because I put so much time into the rest of the house, but then when you walk in it just looks kind of stupid. So I put some time into this entryway, try to make it feel a bit more natural, a bit more normal. So I put some nice like plated tiles. I do decorate the outside of the basketball court a bit more because I think it looks really weird and plain. And then you cut here, and I'm just doing the outline for the upstairs of our house. I do only do 2 stories because I think honestly it's all that we really need, especially for now. And I kind of decide that my room's going to have an ensuite. Everyone else can just use the downstairs bathroom because, haha, it's mine anyway. So I've got this new bed that you get with the city living pack. I thought it looks pretty cool. Like I did one of those poster beds that you see in the movies. I think it looked pretty sick. So I went for one of those. We just kind of went around just decorating the room, trying to make it look nice. Got some bookcases, some dressers. Just got a regular nice carpet. Did the wallpaper up and stuff, and then we just had to light it up. As I say, honestly, the lighting was one of the most annoying things building this house, but I think we did a decent job in the end, making the room look quite nicely lit. So we put some mirrors in, put a dog bed in so we can see our feet, which I thought was quite nice. And then we did those 2 windows, and I think this was the end. We did put a TV in the room, but no, I think the room looked pretty good in the end. So we move on to the bathroom now, and I went for like I don't know what theme I went for, like wood and black. It was kind of hard to explain, but it did come out looking quite nice. So that was literally all it took to make the bathroom. But I did want to put a rug in, so I got one of those. And then all the thing was left to do was light it. And I actually think this bathroom ended up looking quite nice. I put some tiles in. I thought it looked pretty good. And then we have the study here. This was just where I was going to put my computer, have like big bookcases, all that kind of stuff. And I think this room was quite honestly one of the hardest ones to design because certainly where I kind of live, I've never actually seen a study. The only times I've seen it are in movies, so I don't know how I would ever want to study necessarily. But I went for quite a classic kind of study look, like with the wood and all that stuff. I think it ended up looking pretty good. I went for like a really classic desk with some candles next to it to make it a bit more atmospheric. I got a guitar, got an easel, and I got a one-man chess table so I could practice by myself some chess moves, get my logic skill up. I got some windows around the edge, and I actually really liked the way that this study looks in the end. I think it looks pretty epic. As you can see, just finishing off the lighting there. And then I just went around kind of doing the rest of the house. I did leave 2 rooms empty because they're going to be our kids' rooms when eventually we get to this house, if we ever do, because this house did come out costing a hell of a lot of money. So yeah, I just kind of put in a guest room with one of the preset rooms and just extended it. I thought it looked decent. I did forget to record the outside bit. So this is like the overview of the house, if you will. As you can see, I'm not very good at designing the outside of houses, but there you go. So this is just a rundown. Here you've got the finished living room, looking pretty good. I quite like the look of it. And I think that's probably one of my favourite rooms in the house. Then we go over here to the bathroom, got the talking toilet. I don't know why I think that's sick. Waste, but yeah, the bathroom looks pretty good down there. And then over here, this is obviously the finished kitchen, which again I think looks really good. I do like the look of pretty much every single thing in this house. I think I'd hate to do my own home, but I think I did a pretty good job of it. Here's the dining hall, looking very clean, looking very sleek. Got the bar in the corner. Got like the kids room, the man cave, whatever it's called, with all the finished touches in there, which again I think looks pretty sick. There's going to be a lot of ping pong and basketball matches played in there, believe me. So yeah, that all looks pretty cool. And then we've got those virtual reality things down there, just because I think it looks sick. Over here we've got the finished entryway, which again I kind of forgot to record, with like the end tables and stuff. And then up here we have, this is like the guest room, the study's there, which again I think looks good. I am proud of the study, I think it looks really good. Got the bedroom here, finished bathroom over there. And then there's just two empty rooms behind me, which is where the kids' rooms are going to go. Like here, you see that? And then the only thing left to actually look at is the outdoors. And this is personally, I think that's the most major thing that you didn't actually see, is like the end out here. So we have these little things, got the little fountains up front, got a hot tub, some gardening, some things for the dogs to play in. We got some barbecue, got a little outdoor table, which is quite nice. Got a play area and a massive swimming pool. And overall, I think this house was really good. I know it's not some of the best things ever. Here's like the indoor basketball court again. Yeah, I know it's not like the greatest build of all time, but I was pretty proud of it, especially in this indoor basketball court. I don't know why I thought that would be good. I think it will be pretty cool to come in and do it. £273,000. Oh, sorry, £273,400. We'll have to save up to get this house. So it is a grind. But thank you for watching. Goodbye.